Hey, so sorry about the audio, but it's my first video, so it'll have to do. So at the beginning of my senior year at high school, my game design teacher announced an assignment to complete a game for Games for Change. There were 3 topics and I chose advocating for animals, which is about what animals provide to their ecosystem and what would happen if they disappeared. My first idea was a zoo, where the player, which would be a student, would spawn inside a zoo building like the Crossroads and could go either to the zoo, the cafeteria, or an expert's room, or leave, which is the way to quit the game. I thought I would have the zoo for the main games, but have mini games for the foods and animals that would like to eat spiders with flies or sharks with fish, and the main games would be about something completely different. I would also have a room full of like experts and fossils or something, and the player would talk to them and get sent to a different minigame for each animal that would explain more in depth, while the zoo games would be from the different point of view of the animals. This would bring variety, so this was my main idea, or my first idea for the game I should specify. Later I realized that this won't work. I didn't have enough time and this would be too hard. The deadlines were coming closer and closer as my teacher had her deadlines a whole month earlier than the competition deadline. I was forced to scrap the expert room and cafeteria, although I liked the idea of the variety it would add instead of just the animal's perspective, so I thought I might add them later. For now, I'd have to focus on the main animals, and up first is the spider, which I thought would be the easiest to get a demo out. I built up a foundation for what I wanted the minigame to be, so a spider web with flies, and then I started drawing my spider character. I guess it's time to look up some reference pictures, and oh god, Jesus Christ, hell no, yeah, okay, never mind. Imagination it is. I ain't gonna look at those pictures for another second. I started drawing the idle position of the spider, and I had looked up videos for the animation, so I knew what I wanted to do. I'm not the best with working with Krita, and there's probably a more efficient way of doing this, but oh well. I drew out an outline for what I thought was a good looking outline, and I got to animating. Hindsight, I should have colored the body first since it wasn't going to move, but again, hindsight 2020. Plus, I liked the shading getting animated too, so it ended up being a good thing. I'll let you enjoy the time lapse of me drawing you for now. Now that I have my spider walking around, I wanted to create an enemy, and what better enemy that demonstrates human interaction with spider's ecosystem than a flip-flop? So I got straight to working on a warning system for the flip-flop. Then as a placeholder I added a blue solid clutter that shows it got smacked down. So flashing means warning, blue means it smacked. Now all I needed was a nice graphic for my flip-flop and an animation of dust to give off the effect of it hitting hard. Time for a bit of testing to make sure it's working nicely. And voila, we have a sort of working minigame. The wave system is off, it scales things up instead of scaling them down, so I need to fix that next. Turns out my math was way off, so I divided a certain constant by the current wave to give off the effect of the fly spawning less and the flip-flop showing up more. I could tweak the constant to make the game harder or easier, this way it would give me more control over it. Right now there really isn't a way to win or lose, so I decided to work on the timer next, and to add a goal to reach. The player needs to eat a certain number of flies before the time runs out and before getting hit by the flip-flop 3 times. And it seems like the timer is working nicely. I made a tutorial a while ago using ideas I had before, so it's time to update it. I really dislike working with the Unity UI system. I have to fight with it every time. It just doesn't want to scale properly and I don't know why. Now for my last playtest of the day, hopefully. Alright, well I think it's done enough. Let me just playtest this shit. Okay, how to play. Use WSD to move the spider around the web. You can't move off the web. Catch the flies for points, wait for them to land. Yeah, you can't collide with them until they land. Avoid the flip-flop like I've been working on right now, and eat 80 spiders before the time runs out. Alright, countdown starts good. Flies come in, okay. The flip-flop's coming in slow though, so... But I just wave 1, so I guess it should be good. I think it's 30 flies till wave 2, so... Just grab some flies over here. I can make it predict better. Like land more on top, because right now it's predicting where it is in front of it, so yeah, there you go. Okay, now wave 2 should start. Okay. Okay, that's a bit faster. It's still pretty easy though, so I don't know if I wanna... I should probably make it either faster, I don't know. That's too easy. It's way too easy to dodge. Maybe if it gets faster later on. Oh, wait, I died? Well, I hate my own words, didn't I? Alright, I guess it's good. I think just a couple more tweaks, it should be fine. And it works. I want to keep working on it, but I know I should go to bed. So this is the end of my first devlog. I hope you found it interesting or entertaining. I'd happily answer any design or programming questions about my game if you have any. It's not the hardest game to make, but I know when I was starting out, I'd love all the help I could get, so feel free to write that down. Thank you.